Said she wanna ride me like a Jeep. Pull up at your spot when you're ready. All designer on what I'm wearing. Shorty getting geek, can't stop staring. Go to Mickey D's in the McLaren. Know your friends gon' ask, but don't tell them. Got you feeling good with a felon. This is for the streets, this ain't Ellen. Big Versace ring, fuck a wedding. Hold up, booty looking swole up. Like a robbery the way we roll up. Body like a bottle Coca-Cola. We don't give a fuck what they told us. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. I be super slimy on the creep. I just hit like 5 drinks in a week. Keep it straight, nothing sweet. Give me beat with your feet. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. V12 eyes, fuck a V8. Diamonds on blind on the blind dates. Had too many shots, I can't see straight. Smoking on the bomb like it's Kuwait. Pushing up, sorta like a sports bra. Said she like to go fast, sorta like a sports car. Niggas acting hard, that's until they get knocked off. Tell her like a car, baby, you could take your top off. Hold up, booty looking swole up. Like a robbery the way we roll up. Body like a bottle Coca-Cola. We don't give a fuck what they told us. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. I be super slimy, I'm a creep. I just hit like 5 drinks in a week. Keep it straight, nothing sweet. Give me beat with your feet. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep.
I wanna be a slave, I wanna be your master. I wanna make your heartbeat run like roller coasters. I wanna be a good boy, I wanna be a gangster. Cause you could be the beauty and I could be the monster. I love you since this morning, not just for aesthetic. I wanna touch your body so fucking electric. I know you're scared of me, you say I'm too eccentric. I'm crying all my tears and that's fucking pathetic. I wanna make you hungry, then I wanna feed ya. I wanna paint your face like you're my Mona Lisa. I wanna be a champion, I wanna be a loser. I'll even be a clown cause I just wanna amuse ya. I wanna be your sexter, I wanna be your teacher. I wanna be your sinner, I wanna be a preacher. I wanna make you love me, then I wanna leave ya. Cause baby I'm your David and you're my Goliath. Because I'm the devil who's searching for redemption, and I'm a lawyer who's searching for redemption.
Well, that's funny. I already messed up the title, so we'll see how this goes. Let's see what we got. Got this one? There we go. There we go. All right. I've been meaning to get to a stream for a hot minute, so it'll be fun to kind of jump in and talk about some new stuff. So I actually want to go through just some strategies real quick. A lot of people have so many questions on what to do when it comes to advertising on their business, and needless to say, there's a million different things you can do. So we're going to go through a few motions just today real quick. And the idea is to kind of clearly pave the path of what you should be doing. So in this example, we're just going to use one of my ad accounts that I use for my brands. And we're going to talk through a little bit of the differences here. As you can see, there's a lot of different things coming at you. Even getting your account set up this far is drastically hard. So once you get to selecting what you even want to do, it's kind of confusing. But the two that I mostly use are going to be leads and sales. And a lot of that's going to be a derivative of making sure we're aligning our business goals around the objectives that make us money. And so for most of my clients, we're in one or the other. And then the other thing I do is a lot of the automation setup is not helping you. So for today's example, it's not Tuesday, so it's Wednesday. But we're going to do a little test. This one's a sales. Okay, and then you'll notice like we're not actually going to configure any of this. We don't want it to do any automations for us. In this example, let's just say we are selling a scooter. I have a few clients in the electric scooter business right now, so it seems to be a hot topic. But what you can do is look for the actual interest category, and that's a really good one. So there's a good example of like we would use this interest category underneath a sales objective. We're going to let the campaign budget fight it out. You know, maybe start with a little bit healthier budget. The idea is really to get in there and see, like in this example, we'll just use my.com. But you can see the objective. Now, after you got your Shopify pixel hooked up, you can see the pixel is going to pop, and then you'll have the option to select purchase. That's what you want. And then some of the newer stuff they've added, it does not look like it's available in my account, but I've had a lot of other clients have access to it, and it's the incremental attribution settings, which is great. That basically gives AI the chance to identify what your attribution setting length is and then shortens it up. And so, for example, if we could choose, we'd want everybody to be in 1 day, but everybody doesn't necessarily convert in 1 day. So in this example, we'll leave it to the 711. That's the most average setup for anything sales. If we're doing leads, I'm probably doing 1-1. I'm expecting them to convert within 1 day. Now, the other cool thing you can do is exclude anybody that has actually come to the website or done a purchase. So I've already got some audiences set up. So if they've already purchased, we don't want to advertise to them anymore, right? Like we can do that with email marketing, SMS, and just our organic marketing in general. And then what I would normally do is load up a few different hooks here, test some video, test some images, test some slideshows, some carousels. And then you can also just copy and paste this back to itself. They used to have it quickly duplicate, but I got rid of it. And then you can see, you know, you almost want to do, I was like, there's a scooter category. So you can see I'm just going to be trying to hit these different segments with the same 3 ads once you have them built out. And then you maybe do one more. And this one was just scooters. And then, you know, if they like electric scooters and they like scooters, they probably like electric bikes. So you can see some great categories to take advantage of. And very quickly you can bring your ads directly into front of people with very little guidance here. And this is where the placements. Now the other thing that's interesting lately is you have placements, and my account doesn't have it, but some of the newer access features here is actually threads. So threads is now becoming a platform that you'll be able to advertise on, and I can imagine that would be quite lucrative for some brands to get early access to that. So again, placements are helpful. I don't really care to advertise on Messenger and Audience, so I will override the advantage settings here. I just make sure that your money goes a little bit farther. Prior to some of the changes from last year, we used to run a lot of the age. Maybe, you know, assuming most of our clients are male, you give it a little bit of parameters. And then the other trick was we can include cities only. So you get a little bit more honed in, but shockingly, you know, when we do A/B and testing, this one does perform, but so does the broader version where it doesn't have any of that set up. So the age and the gender and ultimately the United States is really not changing. So, anyways. All right, so a couple other things. Let's go over a couple things we're looking at. So the economy as a whole kind of dictates what happens in e-commerce space. So I like to pay attention. It's just one of those things where you don't know where it's gonna go. So in this case, I gotta quote this now. Tuesday. So dumb. You know when you're just going fast. Like I legitimately know it's Wednesday. And I still type Tuesday. Anyways. Sorry it's Wednesday. But you know. The China tariffs are affecting people in different ways and businesses in different ways. You know, we've seen a lot of crypto moves happen lately. This one was interesting because a lobbyist for Ripple Labs, which is XRP, the lobbyist from Ballard Partners, was ushering, you know, this information to Trump and his team and his administration. And apparently, you know, part of that included XRP, but now he's been since banished. And yeah, Ripple's broader influence included a 5 million XRP donation. Shockingly, it was in XRP. And then Stewart donating 300 grand to Trump. Yeah, it's the fight over the stockpile assets, right? And ultimately, it looks like it's just going to be Bitcoin. But it was rumored to include Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, ADA, and Solana. Yeah, and this is it. So ADA, XRP, and Solana might not actually make the cut. So it might just be Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we're obviously back to 100K, so that's good. All right. So, you know, as an entrepreneur in the space and having grown my businesses for the last 2 decades, some of them from 0 to 7, even 8 figures, this is the kind of stuff you have to pay attention to, in my opinion. And it's not because you want to, it's because you kind of have to. The e-commerce space, especially, you know, like Shopify. Let's see what they got going on over here. You know, they're really pushing, because Shopify hurts now too, right? If people aren't doing business with Shopify, they can't sell more. So Shopify's got to get crafty, and you can see they've become, you know, very recession friendly. I think these years will be talked about as a recession already. It's just you having gone through the recession in the late 2000s. I don't think people talk about it as much as like this times are tough, and then after like, oh, that was a recession. So I think that's kind of what's happening now. Anyways, you can see Shopify's trying to figure it out, but having managed, you know, I talk to 50 different business owners every week. You know, I've helped hundreds of brands last year alone scale their ads, and that is a lot of different industries. I don't choose my clients or their products, and so you can imagine the exposure I've had the privilege to see and help and witness and be a part of. Is very grateful for, but also it's been kind of sad because a lot of them have run out of cash, or the business didn't, you know, maybe we had some sales, but it wasn't like gangbusters. And you can see like not every brand is going to be $1 million brand, right? There's a lot of small businesses that are stuck just marching towards their first $10,000. And so you're seeing a bigger gap between startups and that middle, you know, like, oh, we're making 100 grand or we're making $1 million a year now. and the startup gap is now even bigger, and the failure gap's even bigger. So it'll be interesting to see. You know, Coinbase hitting the S&P 500 is a big deal, so I think that'll help a lot. But yeah, Tether is still a major mystery because they won't submit to an audit. I just don't understand how you can manage that much money and not have to submit to an audit. So Tether is very much like an FTX situation down the road. We'll see how that plans out. But let's get rid of our drafts over here. Yeah, I think it's important to stress that, you know, staying privy to some of these trends is helpful in the overall business side of things. So yeah. So, you know, governments have always, when they're getting along, they're trying to woo each other, and they use gifts as a way of wooing one another. It's just part of negotiations, even in business. So that's what's happening here, and then the political parties are obviously getting involved. Yeah, the county map system with the blue and the red was interesting because once voter ID is a requirement, what does that map look like? I'd love to know. Anyways, we have to do voter ID on everything. It just isn't going to happen. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, we'll do. Let's see if I can fix this dashboard for a moment.
Why is it taking him so long?
Are you there? Hello?
I'm here.
All right, just wait. I'm sorry it's taking some time. Just wait.
Okay.
The woke boga. Oh my gosh. That's what's so sad is I feel like some of this stuff is like not even like what a
I'm
crazy take to potentially be considered hot, like a hot take in
I'm sorry
in
it's
the
taking
U.S.
some time.
political climate in
Okay.
2025. That's crazy to me. The woke boga. Let's make sure kids can be. Let's not just kids. Let's make sure people can be educated, potentially be considered hot, like a hot take, and have access to information. Ah, that's crazy to me. That's bad. Let's make sure kids can be. Let's not just kids. Let's make sure people can be educated. It's too radical. And have access to information. That's crazy to me. That's bad. I have an idea. Let's talk about this idea since we're waiting for this guy to stall forever. What if? Do you think it would be possible? I don't think this is possible, but hypothetically, could we go back to like? Do you think we could just like get rid of short form content? I have an idea. Let's talk about. I don't think we'll ever be able to. Not even just short form content. Do you think hypothetically? Do you think it would be possible? I don't think this is. You could just get rid of. Hypothetically. It's just impossible at this point. Do you think we could just like? It wouldn't work. Short form content.
Yeah, I could reply with all.
Bro, what's your problem? I don't think we'll ever be able to. Not even
Ma'am,
just
hello?
short form content.
Hello.
Do you think hypothetically? Do you think it would be possible?
Yeah, all right. Ma'am, you there? So you can hear me, ma'am, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello.
Bro, what's your problem?
I hear something in the back. I hear something in the background. Hello.
You think hypothetically?
Can you hear me now, ma'am?
Who the heck is this?
All right.
Yeah, I can
Ma'am, may
hear
I
you.
know when those people called you?
Hello. I hear something in the back. Hello.
May I know when those people called you? Okay, yeah,
They're not-
I can hear you, ma'am. May I know when these people called you?
They're not calling. They're not calling me anymore.
They're not calling you anymore?
No, they're not calling anymore.
Are you sir, ma'am?
Hello?
May I know when those people all right. Ma'am, just want to confirm, and when they showed you the recording, did they send you anything, or they, show you the recording while they have
Do you
called
think I should try to scare him? Should I just be? Should I be like? They said they were YouTubers.
Are you sir, ma'am?
I don't want to make
Can you hear
them
me,
stop
ma'am?
talking to me though.
Yeah, they said something about you guys being scammers and that you were fired.
I should try to scare him. Should I just?
I don't-
Should I be like?
I don't know.
Alright. And when they show you the recording, they have show you. You have told me that they have show you the recording of my voice, right?
Yes, they had the recording of you and I talking. They said something about you guys being scammers. They said that they were. They said that they were YouTube. They said something about YouTube. I don't know. And saving people from scams, and I don't know. But when I asked them for the password, they didn't have the password.
Exactly. So it means that that's totally bogus, all right?
They said something about YouTube and saving people from scams, and I don't know. But when I asked them for the password, they didn't have the password. Hello?
I think he's talking to his bot. I think they're like concerned about what's going on.
Yeah, I'm here, ma'am. I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, ma'am?
I haven't gotten any calls from my bank though. I'm not sure what's going on.
It's okay. It's okay. They are investigating. Can you hear me properly? Can you hear me
I think he's
properly?
talking to his bot. I think
Yeah,
they're, like,
yes.
concerned about what's going on.
All right. Now listen to me. They are investigating your case, but don't worry.
haven't gotten any
Anti-hacking
calls
team
from
is
my
going to
bank,
call
though.
you.
I'm-
All right.
I'm not
Anti-hacking
sure
team is
what's
going to call you. Okay. Don't worry. So just stay with me right now. When they call you, I'll let you know. All right. I'll tell you from which number
yes.
they will call you. All right.
Are
listen to me. They are investigating your
okay.
case, but don't worry. Anti-hacking team is going to call you. All right. Anti-hacking
Okay.
team is going to call you. Okay. Don't worry. So just stay with me right now. When they call you, I'll let you know. All right.
The part
I'll
that
tell you from
is
which
kind of a
number
bummer
to
about the
call.
whole
And from that number only. All right. Now
Are
listen to me. They are investigating your
okay.
case, but don't worry.
Okay.
Anti-hacking
All
team
right.
is
Sure.
going to call you. All right. I'm calling you. My number will be different. This is the number from which I'm going to call you, and it's whenever I want to. And if the anti-hacking
the
will
part
call
that
you,
is
I'll
kind
give
of
you
a
that
bummer
number.
about the
Okay.
whole
And
Okay.
don't worry, ma'am. Grab a glass of water or a wine if you want. Okay. And everything
Yeah.
will be fine. Okay.
I'm gonna need that.
I'm calling you. My number
I'm
will
gonna
be
need
different.
it.
This is the number from which I'm going to call you, and it's whenever I want to. All right. And if the anti-hacking will call you, I'll give you that
Man,
number.
I
Okay.
nailed that. I'm so
And
good
don't
at
worry,
role
ma'am.
playing someone
Grab a
who
glass of water or a
drinks.
wine if you want. Okay. And everything
Yeah.
will be fine. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna need that.
As someone who
I'm
doesn't,
gonna need it.
This is the number
I
from
try
which
to
I'm going to
grasp on
call you,
some
and it's
experiences
whenever I
to
want to.
be
All
my
right. And if
characters,
the
but I guess I
anti-hacking will call you,
yeah, I
I'll give you
really
that
nailed
number.
I really nailed that one.
Someone who drinks.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
need that.
As someone
I'm
I don't know why he's taking so long. Maybe they're just
I
nervous.
try to grasp on
Some experiences
So how was your morning?
characters, but I guess I
It's all
yeah, I don't
right.
really
I
nail
was a
I
little bit
really
nervous
nailed
about
that
all
one.
of this, but I got the day off. I
Ma'am,
took the
see,
day off
whenever
work.
Oh my
I
gosh.
the good part is I really appreciate
I
you
don't
on
know
one
why he's
thing
taking so long.
that when these
Maybe they're
people
just
called
nervous.
you, all right, you have asked them a security code which I provided you. I really
It's
appreciate
all
you that.
right. Yeah, you gave me the code, and they didn't know the code. I took the day off work.
Yeah, so it means that those people are hackers,
Yeah, I'm just
right?
nervous about some
Because
of my like
Microsoft provided you the
investments and
code.
everything too, because I don't know if the hackers got into any
Ma'am,
of
don't
my
worry.
investing and
I really
like the
appreciate you that.
stocks and bonds
You gave me the
and
code
all that type
Don't
of
worry,
stuff.
our anti-hacking team. Just tell when my anti-hacking team is going to
Yeah, I'm
talk to
just
you.
nervous about
Just
some of my
tell
like
them.
investments and everything too, because
Just
I
tell
don't know
them
if the hackers
all the
got
things
into
that
any of my
please share my
investing
balance. Please,
and like the
secure
stocks
my
and
balance.
bonds
Please secure my investment.
and
Whatever
all that type
balance
of
you
stuff.
want to
Yeah.
secure, just tell them this. All right, and they will
Okay.
be telling you how to secure it. Okay, just when they call you, just tell them I've been hacked. I hope Remy told you about this.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah,
I
yeah,
need
yeah.
you to please secure me. I need you to please secure me and kick out these people from your network, and they will be doing that. Okay, just tell them this.
Yeah.
Just tell them this. All right, and they will
Okay.
be telling you
Okay.
how to secure it. Okay, just when they call you, just tell them I've been hacked. I hope Remy told you about this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I told you yesterday. But yesterday, I don't know what happened to you, but you were keep talking. That's why I have to shout.
Were you shouting yesterday? I don't remember that.
I was shouting yesterday because when I talk something, you were keep talking. You just keep talking.
Oh God, no. Well, sometimes I just start talking and I just keep talking. It's like once you start, you can't. What's that saying? Once you pop, the fun can't stop. It's kind of like that with me. I just get going, and I have a lot to say. What can I say?
You just keep
I have a
talking.
lot to say.
It's okay. Don't worry. No, 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 no. That's okay, ma'am. Ma'am, well, like you
What
are
kind
in
of
college right now.
No, oh God, no. No, I've already graduated. I'm way beyond that. I'm way beyond that. I have a lot to say. What can I say?
Way beyond. Let me guess your age. Your age must be like 38 or maybe 40 or maybe 41, I believe.
Yeah, close. I'm 47. No, oh God, no,
You're
no.
47?
You're making me blush.
Oh, you must be,
I'm
yeah.
way beyond
No,
that.
no, no.
I'm way
You must be
beyond that.
kidding. You must be
No,
kidding yourself. You don't sound
I'm
at all like
47.
40.
I'm 47 years old. That's very kind of you.
Like 38 or maybe 40. So you are about to, you are about to clear your century of your life. Half century of your life.
You're making me blush. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, Ma'am, I'm not buttering you at all right? But you can ask your friends, your family. I'm not at all buttering you. When you talk to someone on the call, you not at all sounds like 47. You
Thank you.
sound like 35, maybe 38.
Can you help me? Can you help me
And
with
once,
something that I can't wrap my head around? since we're kind of just waiting for the anti-hacking team.
You at all right, but you
I want to.
yeah, sure.
I want to walk you through something that I've been trying to wrap my head around, and I might not be smart enough, but maybe you are.
35, maybe 38.
So
All right, what are you
imagine,
trying to do?
let's say I say Remy does not believe this sentence. In other, so like you don't think this sentence is true. Um, but
You want to like convert me on which like in English?
you know what? Let's not do this. Let's not do this, Remy. So let's talk about
What
some.
happened?
No, I think that's just way beyond what we can talk about on this phone call. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about. I was talking. It was like philosophy. It's something weird. So let's talk about something else. With my computer. Do you think that I should just have it turned off? Let's talk about something else.
No, ma'am. Right now we are working. We are securing you, right? If you turned off your computer, how we
Okay.
can secure you, right? We are putting a security.
Let's work
not
through
just into
something
your
else. Let's work
computer
through something else.
into-
Wait. What do you think about education? Do you think that, like, so I would propose that everyone have access to as much information and education as possible. But I could see you also saying there's a problem right now. There is a problem right now in which you can just go online and you can, let's say
Mhm.
you want to,
Let me
let's
tell
say
you,
you
let me
think
tell
that
you.
the
Ma'am,
earth
see,
is, let's say you think the earth is flat.
Ma'am,
You could go
yes, let me
online
tell
right
you,
now and you could find a plethora of information that says the earth is flat. So there's like this weird, I don't know, how do you solve for, I guess I'm just working through
Ma'am,
this
let me tell
myself.
you.
I'm working
Do
through
you
this.
think-
I don't. I'm not.
alright,
I'm not
listen,
interested.
listen,
I'm not
listen.
interested, Remy. Hold on. I'm working through it myself. Part of it. I just have to talk out loud sometimes. So I could see the more educated you are, and the more you learn about critical thinking, it doesn't necessarily matter the false information that's out there, as long as we're equipped to decipher it, right? So you can, in theory, if you're, as long as you're teaching people to be skeptical and think critically and to challenge themselves and update, maybe it's fine, because maybe it's
Let
fine.
me tell you something. Can I say?
As long as we're equipped to decipher it, right? So you can, in theory, if you're, as long as you're teaching people to be skeptical and think critically and challenge themselves, maybe
Pull up at your spot when you're ready. All designer on what I'm wearing. Shorty getting geek, can't stop staring. Go to Mickey D's in the McLaren. Know your friends gon' ask, but don't tell 'em. Got you feeling good with a felon. This is for the streets, this ain't Ellen. Big Versace ring, fuck a wedding. Hold up, booty looking swole up. Like a robbery the way we roll up. Body like a bottle Coca-Cola. We don't give a fuck what they told us. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. I be super slimy on the creep. I just hit like 5 drops in a week. Keep it straight, nothing sweet. Give me beat with your feet. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. V12 vibes, fuck a V8. Diamonds on blind on the blind dates. Had too many shots, I can't see straight. Smoking on the bomb like it's Kuwait. Pushing up, sorta like a sports bra. Said she like to go fast, sorta like a sports car. Niggas acting hard, that's until they get knocked off. Tell her like a car, baby, you could take your top off. Hold up, booty looking swole up. Like a robbery the way we roll up. Body like a bottle Coca-Cola. We don't give a fuck what they told us. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. I be super slimy on the creep. I just hit like 5 drops in a week. Keep it straight, nothing sweet. Give me beat with your feet. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep. Say she wanna run me like a Jeep.
I wanna be a slave, I wanna wanna make your heartbeat run like roller coasters. I wanna be a good boy, I wanna be a gangster. Cause you could be the beauty and I could be the monster. I love you since this morning, not just for aesthetic. I wanna touch your body so fucking electric. I know you're scared of me.